All right, let's dive into personalized climate control. I mean, who actually enjoys walking into a stuffy house after a long day, am I right? Today we're looking at AirTouch 5.
You're telling me this system is packed with features, especially if you're all about that next level comfort and efficiency.
Well, speaking of, the first thing that caught my eye was this intelligent temperature sensor technology. Sounds impressive, but is it just, marketing fluff?
Oh, it's definitely more than just a fancy name. See, your typical thermostat, it's stuck in one place, usually a hallway or something.
Right, makes sense.
So it's only getting like a very limited snapshot of your home's actual temperature.
It's like trying to judge a whole art museum just by peeking into the gift shop.
You got it. But with AirTouch 5 and these IT sensors, you actually get to place them strategically throughout your house. Bedrooms, living areas, even that sunroom that turns into a furnace in the summer, all covered.
So it's like having little temperature spies, giving the system a much clearer picture, room by room.
Precisely. Much more accurate than a single thermostat could ever be.
Hold on, when you say room by room, you mean?
Ah, good point. We should probably explain the whole zone thing.
Yeah, let's make sure everyone's on the same page here.
Absolutely. So a zone is basically any area in your house that you want to control independently. Could be a single room, could be a couple of rooms together. Depends on how you set it up.
Okay, that makes sense. So like I could have my bedroom be its own zone, keep it nice and cool for sleeping, while the rest of the house is set a tad warmer during the day to save some energy.
Exactly. And the best part is, those ITS sensors, they're feeding information directly to the AirTouch system, telling it exactly how each zone needs to be adjusted.
So no more cranking the AC for the entire house just because one room is a little too warm?
You got it.
Okay, that alone sounds like it could make a serious dent in my energy bill. But how does this whole zone control thing actually work? Is it a pen to set up?
Not at all. And that's where the real magic of this system starts to shine through.
Yeah.
And why I think we're just scratching the surface of this deep dive.
So we've got these zones all mapped out, and the ITS sensors are like the eyes and ears of the operation. But how do you actually tell this AirTouch 5 thing what to do? Like, is it all super high-tech and complicated?
Not at all. Actually, AirTouch gives you a couple of different ways to, be the boss of your comfort. They have this really sleek touchscreen panel you can put up on your wall.
Oh, okay. So that's probably what you'd use most of the time, right? Like, just adjusting the temperature, similar to a regular old thermostat.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It's a really convenient central hub for, quick adjustments and stuff. But then there are those times when, you're not home.
Or, let's be real, you're sprawled out on the couch and can't be bothered to move.
Exactly. And for those moments, there's the AirTouch app. It's pretty awesome, actually.
Okay, see, now I'm always a little wary of these apps. Sometimes they cause more frustration than they're worth. What makes this one different?
Oh, this app is in a league of its own. Think of it less like a remote control and more like having a personal assistant, but for your home's climate. I mean, it does all the basic stuff, changing temperatures, turning zones on and off, you name it. But then it goes, a few steps further.
All right, you've piqued my interest. Lay it on me.
One of the coolest things is this geofencing feature. Imagine you're driving home from work, right? It's a scorcher outside. As you get closer to your house, your phone pings the AirTouch system.
Okay.
And it automatically starts cooling things down. By the time you pull into your driveway, boom, your house is nice and comfortable.
No more walking into a sauna after a long day. Sign me up.
But doesn't that mean the AC's running even when nobody's home? Seems kind of wasteful now. It works the other way around, too. When everyone leaves the house, the app picks up on that, and it automatically scales back the AC to save energy. It's almost like it knows you're gone and doesn't want to waste your money.
Okay, now that's impressive. What else can this magical app do?
Let's say you're off on vacation, right? Thousands of miles away, living your best life. But then there's this nagging worry in the back of your mind. What if your pipes freeze?
Oh, I've been there. It's like low-key vacation anxiety.
Right. Well, with the AirTouch app, you can finally kiss that fear goodbye. They have these temperature alerts. So you set a minimum temperature for your house, and if it ever goes below that while you're gone, you get an alert on your phone, no matter where you are.
So you could call a neighbor, ask them to swing by, and avoid a potential pipe-bursting disaster.
Precisely. It's like having a watchful eye on your home's climate, even when you can't be there yourself.
I like it. This is starting to sound less like an app and more like peace of mind, all bundled up in a digital package. But you know me, I'm all about that smart home integration. Does this AirTouch system play nice with other devices? Because honestly, who wants to deal with a million different apps for everything?
You're preaching to the choir. And actually, that's one of the things that impressed me most about this system.
So we've established that AirTouch 5 can, juggle multiple climate control tasks at once, zone temperature control, a crazy smart app. But is there anything else this thing can do?
Well, it's not even just about what AirTouch 5 can do by itself. It's about how it plays with other smart home devices.
Yeah.
Like, that's when things get really interesting.
Ooh, I love when tech plays together nicely.
Right. So they talk about the Zimi thing in the brochure.
Okay, yeah.
And remember how you were saying you don't want to juggle a million different apps? This is where that comes in.
Okay, for those of us who haven't jumped on the Zimi train yet, what is it exactly?
Think of Zimi as this master control system for your entire smart home setup. Like, it brings all your devices together, lights, power outlets, even your garage door, and lets you control them from just one app.
So instead of having an app for my lights, another for the thermostat, I can just use Zimi for everything.
Exactly. And the best part is, since AirTouch 5 is compatible with Zimi, you can create these really cool automations, tie everything together seamlessly.
Okay, now you're speaking my language. Give me an example. What would one of these automations look like in real life?
Okay, picture this. It's Friday afternoon, you're heading home from work. All you got to do is tap a few buttons on your Zimi app, and boom, your welcome home routine kicks in.
Ooh, I like it.
AirTouch 5 starts cooling the house down. The lights in the living room come on as you pull into the driveway, and your garage door opens up like magic.
Okay, now that's what I'm talking about. But it can't be all fun and games, right? What about, the practical side of all this?
Oh, totally. This isn't just about convenience. It's about smart energy use too, right? Remember those eye-tie sensors we talked about?
Yeah, the little temperature spies.
Exactly. Imagine combining the data from those sensors with your smart lights. Let's say a room is empty, lights are off, AirTouch 5. Doesn't need to blast the AC in there.
So it's like a silent, energy-saving ninja working behind the scenes. I'm into it.
Right. All those small tweaks add up to big savings in the long run.
Absolutely. And speaking of data, the AirTouch 5 system itself, doesn't it give you, detailed reports on your energy usage?
Oh, yeah. They call them insights, I think.
Yeah.
It's basically like having a personal energy audit whenever you want. You see how much energy you're using at different times, in different zones. It even track your progress on those energy goals.
No more mystery bills. You can actually see where your energy is going and make adjustments based on, facts, not just a hunch.
Exactly. Knowledge is power, after all.
100%. And speaking of, we did touch on security and privacy concerns before. With all these interconnected devices, that's got to be a big deal for people.
Oh, absolutely. It's a valid concern with any smart home tech. But AirTouch 5 seems to be on top of it. They mentioned this Google certification in their materials, particularly about how it works with video doorbells and how the built-in camera has a privacy cover.
So you have the option to keep an eye on things if you need to, but you can also maintain your privacy, which is great.
For sure. It's all about finding that balance. But you know what else I found interesting?
Hit me with it.
You can actually customize the look of the touchscreen console. Like different themes, you can even upload your own photos.
Hold on. So it's not just a climate control system. It's like a digital photo frame, too. Now that's fun.
It really shows how smart homes are becoming more than just gadgets. It's about integrating technology seamlessly into our lives, right? And making it look good while we're at it.
I'm all about that. It's not just about being smart. It's about making our homes more comfortable, more personalized, more us. Well, that was quite the deep dive. From intelligent sensors to this whole world of smart home integration, we covered a lot today.
It's clear that AirTouch 5 isn't just a thermostat. If you're looking to upgrade your home's comfort, energy efficiency, even security, this seems like a solid choice.
Couldn't have said it better myself. And if you want to learn more about the ever-evolving world of smart home tech and join us for more deep dives, be sure to subscribe to our podcast. Until next time.